go get him again.
Welcome back to the Bvlgari channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Bvlgari. Not much of an unboxing. It is part of the Fragflex return haul. Actually, the Fragflex return haul got me this little stand here, which is perfect because these bottles, these 30ml bottles, don't come with a stand, so they're absolutely atrocious for a collector. This thing is awesome. This is from the Gemme line. I had such high hopes for this Gemme line. This year, I delved into it. Like, I've smelt 3 or 4. By the way, let's introduce this thing. This is Lilaia, I believe is the name of it. It's the green one. I might have butchered that name. But I haven't smelt a good Gemme release yet. And I think I'm on my 4th one now. It's all on YouTube, so what's on YouTube is what I've smelt, including the hype beast Tigar. Absolutely designer, like, and when I mean designer, I mean like this thing's worth like $100, not even. It's a line that I just can't jive with. Bvlgari is not a brand that I hate. I absolutely love a lot of their stuff. Great work, great noses behind them. And some of their stuff is off the beaten path. They do some really, really good stuff. Especially their tea-based fragrances are absolutely beautiful. So the Gemme line is ultra niche, like super expensive, and very pedestrian releases, honestly. And you know me, there's no filter here. I'll call a spade a spade. You may not like what I have to say, but you cannot deny that I have, I've been on here since 2009 on social media. I've been doing, this fragrance thing for as long as I can. I don't have an axe to grind with any brand. I do not get any free bottles from any brand. So my preferences in brands is just like you and anybody else. I will have a brand that will speak to me and some that won't. But the one thing that I can tell you about is quality in fragrances. I can't, our tastes aren't the same, but I can tell you at least through the thousands, and, a guy's got 4,000 bottles here behind me. This keeps going. This is a whole room of fragrances. I can tell you what's quality and what's not from what I've been smelling. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, smash it, and much appreciated. To my returnees, hey, welcome back. Hopefully this is going to help you out in your journey. Let's take a look at the notes on this one. A very basic note breakdown, a green note breakdown, except for orange. But we got orange, mint, mate, and mastic. Okay. So green is the theme. It was released back in 2014. Nose is also Perfume Daniela Andrier. Big fan of Daniela's work. So again, All-Star Perfume behind it. Let's crack this thing open and let's see what we get. Pricing. Let's look up pricing. Again, I keep forgetting that I've added that to my unboxings. Hopefully you're getting some value out of that. This one retails off Holt Renfrew is when I found this bottle, and is where the pricing comes from. 388 USD. Holy moly, $400 for a big bottle. Not this thing, not the torch. The torch is much cheaper. On Fragflex, it's sold out, but it's cheaper. But it is sold out on Fragflex. So I got the last bottle, a returned bottle, sadly. But I am decanting this. I'm not going to get much out of it. I believe these are 30 mils, right? So there's not much getting out of here. So let's start it up. Good atomizer for a little 30 mil. Yeah. Okay, well, she's fresh. The orange is there. And so is the mint. The mint is more herbal than anything. Oh, there's earthiness in here. Some resin. Green. Okay. What do I mean by that is maybe. Definitely not worth 400 USD. I'm going to say it now. It doesn't take me long to see worth in a fragrance. It's not. Now, Doesn't smell like Sauvage or something like a designer. You know, I didn't have much hope in the opening. Like, it is just a typical orange. There's nothing crazy here. The mint is an herbal mint, which is okay. It's like kind of like Roadster. That's fine. But there's mastic in here, and that's interesting. It's giving out its herbal balsamic quality. There's some woody tones here. It it kind of reminds me of galbanum, but it's not listed in the note breakdown, at least on Fragrantica. There's no galbanum here. But galbanum does like sort of like that. Like it's a green resinous thing, and I'm getting. But mastic smells like pine, like the wood, but it's also citrusy and it's resinous, and it's a very good piece in here actually. And the mate, it has joined it. Not here. It's still bright. This is darker on my skin. This is still bright from the opening. The mate is good here too. It's giving out, mate can give out like a little tobacco, like an herbal, again, the same kind of theme. Like these notes are very close cousins. It's very light. Like these are notes that you can feel, like when I'm describing them, you can feel the density, but it's very light as a composition. It's very thin versus what I'm telling you, like pine-like, resinous, green. I would love for these notes to be stronger and show more of its vividness, honestly. And I mean like its density. I'd like this to go in a darker direction, a thicker direction, a denser direction than it's going. It's lighter than I would like it to be because I'm sensing like this mate and this mastic, and I think there's galbanum in here. I might be wrong because mastic kind of does a lot of things that galbanum does, and so does mate a little bit. They're really, I'm not saying that they can substitute each other, but I'm saying. So this is the first, yeah, this is the first Gemme fragrance from the line that I've tested that I feel none of them are worth $380 USD. Not even close. The ones that I've smelled, and that includes Tigar. Yes, I'm saying it again. This one is half decent, and there's nothing in the designer game that will replicate what this does. It's actually really interesting green scent, really interesting. Half price, you might have got me. $200 USD, you know, at a discounter, it's like 120 something USD. So now you're looking at like, I gotta change it to Canadian, to me, like right under $200 for a big bottle. For this, yes, I would. Four? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'll even put it back in the display case for you. No. Is this well composed? It is. It really is. It's worth a sniff. I would say worth a sample, at least. Just to try it. I don't think you're going to find this, unless you want the torch like I do. Like these torches have to be cheap enough. They're probably where I want the big bottles to be, like around 100 and some dollars. It's very interesting. Because the notes, right? Mastic, mate. And I think there's galbanum in here, but it doesn't say it does, are all interesting notes. And they have these, all of them have like an earthy, herbal, green thing going, but like not your typical green, right? Your typical green leafy stuff from a lot of designer brands. This is completely opposite of that. This is like the daring green stuff, the good stuff. I like this. I like it, but not for the price. So that's pretty fair, right? I butchered this brand a lot. Well deserved. Like I'm not just, wake up all of a sudden and go, I hate the Gemme line and I just want to bash Bvlgari one day. No. It's good. Now, it's not available at fragflex.com. I was just going to say it is available, but it's not. But you can use my code TFG10, which gives you 10% off on the website. It's site-wide, so you don't have to worry. It's not just strictly this. And that code, you can use it as much as you want. There's no expiry to it, so keep it in your back pocket. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. You can talk about this particular release. I'd be interested in seeing if anybody has smelt this. And again, I'm fairly new to the Gemme line. I think I've smelled 4 now, I think. My math might be wrong. You can always recommend me some from the line if you feel like this line is worthy. There might be some that are worthy. I would love to sniff them. Right now, this line is, it's not a Dior Privé line. It's not a Chanel Privé line. It's not even Hermes Privé line. It's not there. It's not even close to those. Not even, it can't even hold its jockstrap. Honestly, it's not good. This, on the other hand, is solid, but it's not, you need a star in the line, and I haven't found one yet. This is a solid. It's good. It's a good start. That means, and this is their feminine line, right? This is their feminine. This has definitely not feminine written all over it. This is highly unisex, which is where you want your Privé line to be, honestly. I'm not a fan of Privé lines that have like a male bottles and female bottles and they kind of segregate them like they're designers. No. Be like Christian Dior. Be like Chanel. Zoop. Right? One line. One bottle. Yeah, this is very interesting. Like, it's using interesting green aspects to make it green. I like it. I really do. Not 380. Like, I'm not warming up that close to it, but half off, 200, more than half off, 200, then we're talking. I think that would be a worthy one for this, but definitely sniff worthy. All right. As always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.